Hello sports fans and welcome back to Cary. I'm here with Tampa head coach Joe Urso and JD Urso, infielder. Now coach, first question goes to you. Thanks for spending the time with us today. You're obviously the defending champs. You've been here before. You lost a ton of production last year, but you're still back here. What has this season been like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was a challenge early on. A lot of returners were missing their buddies from last year. A lot of studs, as we know. You know, losing Cumbo, Gates, Nunez, the list goes on. But we brought in 19 new guys, and it was about the returners taking those new guys, becoming a family, and trying to chase this dream of another championship. And just the leadership, I couldn't be more proud of.
Now, JD, your team was really tested in the regional. Unlike sometimes we've seen in the past, You needed 3 wins coming out of the losers bracket there. What was that like?
Yeah, it was definitely an uncomfortable feeling waking up in the morning not knowing if it could be my last day ever playing baseball. But the great thing with this group is, on senior day we had 22 guys walk, and there's 22 guys that are in the same category of, waking up in the morning and taking every day not for granted, knowing that every time we get to put our cleats on, it's a gift that we might not be able to do too many more times. So, going down 8-1, there wasn't much of a, we got next year. It was, we got to figure this out right now. And that's what we did. We got together. We had a little bit of a motivational talk around the 5th inning and kind of changed gears, found a way to make it out of there. And, I think ever since we've had a little bit of a chip on our shoulder and a little bit more of a resilient group now.
You were talking about your experience as a senior, how there were so many. How have you seen the team grow over the course of this year?
Yeah, being a 6-year senior, and not only that, but to be able to watch, 22 plus years of Tampa Spartan baseball, you start to kind of understand that the regular season is very important because that's 50 games that you find your identity, you figure out, what is our formula to win this game. But, being here for this long, I know the season really starts game 51. And, you play those 50 games hoping that you react well when you get tested in that playoffs, but you never really know until you're actually there. So for me, we played 50 games of, I think we ended up winning 44 of those 50 games. A great regular season, but it was all about what we were going to do when, when those lights turn on in those playoffs. I couldn't be more proud of the group where we are right now. Every single one of us, we're like brothers. We fight like brothers. We love like brothers. And, just excited to be here with this group and to see what we can achieve this week.
Now, Coach, back to you. This year you hit 300 straight weeks in the top 25. The whole year you were in the top 3. You've played with the target on your back the entire year, and obviously that's not changing here. How have you prepared your players for this moment?
Yeah, when we recruit them, this is what we talk about. Whether we're the defending champs or not, you're Tampa, and everyone's gunning for you, and target's going to be on your back every year. And, so they're used to it. They're used to me talking about it. And, we talk about this moment a lot and just excited that we get to bring this group back here, down to the final 8 now. And, it's going to be a tough week, 2 out of 3 at the end. So a little bit different for us on how we're going to manage, but just real proud of the guys and the way they've stuck together and the way they've accepted all the new players and created a family all over again.
Now, I was looking back through some history for you all, and it looks like you once beat the Philadelphia Phillies. Will they not schedule you anymore, or what happened?
It has been tough for to get on their schedule since then. But we hit a grand slam to beat them. I think it was only the 5th time a college team had done that. Hopefully we get to play them again because what a treat. All these guys, their dreams playing the big leagues, and the Phillies treated us first class that day.
Yeah.
Now, another question back to you, JD. The elephant in the room, what is it like playing as a 6-year senior for your dad here in Cary?
Yeah, it truly is amazing. It's a dream come true every day. I don't know if he feels the same because he's the one that has to deal with all the late night phone calls, the questions, the concerns. But, it's really what I asked for. It was my dream from day one. And, going through high school, it wasn't always looking like this was going to be the path that I was going to take. But I always knew it was the one that I wanted to go down. And so to actually be here and to be able to compete with them, it's awesome. There's days that it's tough being the coach's son, but 90% of the time it is just, it's a gift from God. And I know that my grandparents are looking down proud of us every day.
Last question goes back to you, JD. Are there any fun quirks or funny stories about the team that you'd like to share today?
There's definitely a lot. You know, I think most of the college baseball world is familiar with the game Mafia that is played on the bus. This team and the team last year have definitely leaned into it quite a bit. So you'll definitely hear some Mafia references, some "we need yous." This team, we started to really gather behind this saying, which obviously in sign language is "I love you." But for us, what this means is we're riding with you. We're behind you. We got you no matter what. And so you'll definitely see some of that in the dugout this weekend. And this group's really just about being together. We talk about it all the time. The closer we are, the better we feel like our odds are of scoring more runs than the other team.
Awesome. Well, thank you, JD. Thank you, Coach, for being with us today, sharing your thoughts, and we wish you the best of luck here this week.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And fans, you can catch Tampa in their first game on Saturday at 6 p.m. against Felician.